Our lifespan today is less than that of our parents. In my clinic, I see a lot of patients, and the most common conditions are gut-related or heart disease, diabetes, so forth. So I'll try to cover and divide if will encompass those particular elements. Like, the first thing I'll talk about is water. Essential for us, makes us 70% of the body, we need it on a daily basis. Now, the sunnah of water is to drink water before meals, not during, after the wake by half an hour. The reason for that is, eat food. Food is just spit. Food is spit, goes in the stomach. The stomach got acid, it's got enzymes. The purpose of the stomach acid and enzyme is to break the food down, to liquefy it, allow easy absorption through the gut lining into the blood. Now, if you have water into that equation, so you got stomach acid, got the stomach enzyme, digestive enzymes, got the food, hot food with the saliva, they've got hot oily mesh. Hot oily mesh and water don't mix. As you know, oil and water do not mix, they curdle, they create a reaction, they solidify, which is the opposite of purpose of digestion. So going back to sunnah, by drinking water first, lie in the stomach, pave the way for the food, wait 5-10 minutes, not too long, you don't want all of it to be reabsorbed, then have your meal. Chew sufficient amount, chew properly so you don't have to worry about choking yourself, not drink. Most people drink because of the need to get the food down. He's not chewing properly enough. By chewing also it stimulates the stomach, gastric hormone to get food coming down, let's get ready for the food. So chewing properly, won't need the water. After you finish the meal, wait at least half an hour for the food to leave the stomach and then proceed with the water. So it's drinking water before meals or half an hour after, not during, certainly not immediately afterwards. People feel, oh, that was a good meal, I feel bloated, heavy. No, food is fuel. You need food, it should nourish you, it should charge you up. If you eat food and if you're bloated, more than likely, you've had food, probably the wrong food, you've had that water, drowning on water afterwards, got hot oil, water, churning in the stomach, going to reverse the body's mechanism. So, and Muhammad says, regarding food is, small amount is sufficient. We eat far too much. If you want to eat more than a sufficient amount, eat a third. Not a big third water, third air, breath you used, and third food. Even a third is like, if you want to eat more than sufficient. Even so, this human body is very efficient, and mashallah, it's incredible how you can simulate food properly if you eat the right foods. Okay, so that's the first point. Well, whilst talking about water, it's important to tell you about quality of water. Water is, unfortunately, tap water is it's terrible in many ways. For a start, it's fluoridated. Some people say, fluoride is fantastic for you, dentist is good for you, so forth. It's classed in toxicology as a high grade, in fact, it's a poison. It causes fluoridosis, it chokes up the certain membranes in the brain, namely the pineal gland. It's mid-brain, so you go back to the eyes, between the earlobes and the eyes. If you cross-reference the little gland, but that big, it does many things. It produces a thing called melatonin, which helps you sleep. And more importantly, other than spiritual content, it's kind of like, it's the gateway to energetic pathways. I'm going to go hippie on you guys now, but basically energetics, we are all one ummah, all one being, we have energy around us, we have aura, we have like a magnetic kind of pulse, we have a magnetic pulse around us. So that gets blocked with fluoride. So by having tap water, you're releasing your spirituality, your link, your sukoon, basically your soul food. So water are divided by invest in a good quality filter or buy bottled water. If you do buy bottled water, 2 points to remember. First, look for high magnesium content. The higher the magnesium, the more alkaline the water is, the more beneficial it is. Okay, and typically 90, 20 plus will be ideal. And the second part of bottled water is plastic. Plastic leaks, the storage, the processing, the bleaching agents. So you want the water to be harder, the better. So feel the plastic, if it's hard and magnesium content high, that's good. That's a good quality water. I mean, they did a recent study that smart water, which is in thing now, very moldy. Most of it's a bit of a con, to be honest. I strongly advise invest in a filter that costs between 6 to 70 quid from Screwfix under the sink one, or you can invest in a I mean, reverse osmosis, it's loads of different ones. And as long as, at the moment, alcohol is quite good as well. They spend thousands on it, what depends on how serious you take it, but what is important. Okay, so that's the water bit covered. Second part we'll go to, the second part is going to be food. Goes with the food. Now, I mentioned the third. Food is a huge category, but I'm cover the basic points, try to eliminate common myths regarding types of food. I just want to get the maximum out of me today, inshallah. First and foremost is dairy products. I see patients in the clinic, 7, 8-year-old kids still drinking bottles of milk. Need calcium for the bones, it's like they push calcium down, they push milk down all the time. Yes, there are several references in the Quran and Sunnah regarding milk. Milk is brilliant for us, calcium, protein, carbohydrates, very nourishing, very enriching, enzymes, bacteria. That's fantastic. I am against dairy in this country purely because the milk is not pure. It's bleached, homogenized, pasteurized. The milk is not alive, it's dead. Milk enzymes help it break down. This milk is, for some cows, they're not grass-fed. They're given corn-based feed with hormones. One of the hormones, the bovine growth hormone, stimulant, makes the cow produce more milk. It's estrogenic, which is a female hormone, so it affects, it gets passed on to us. It wasn't the milk, passed on to us. So we get hormone issues, fertility issues, like PCOS, endometriosis, fibroids, all these from high estrogen. Men get man boobs. In the last 3 years, cosmetic surgery in the UK, highest operation was for man boobs. It's a female hormone. I got kids coming to me, parents coming to me, bringing 7, 8-year-old kids to me. They're like, they say, my daughter's going through puberty, 7 years old. I think, well, see what I can do. I'm not suppressing anything, but you're giving the poor girl, unknowingly obviously, milk since birth, powdered, bottled, then cow's milk. For 7 years of her life, you're giving female hormones on a daily basis. Body's going to react in certain ways. So that's one aspect. Other aspect is the milk being bleached, homogenized, pasteurized, with no enzyme. It's undigestible. You get Weetabix, you spill Weetabix on the table, or cornflakes for that matter, on the table. The reason I mention Weetabix is because most people, patients come to me and say, oh, we're healthy, we have Weetabix. So I spell that straight away. Weetabix on wood spillage, what happens 20 minutes later? Rock solid. Can't be clean from a table, it's like putty stuck on the wood. What's your poor gut going to do? In the crevices of the gut's not a smooth tube, it's like crevices and enzymes and mucus and so forth. Get stuck in there. And after a while, it gets like putrid and moldy, and the body has to, one, it prevents other nutrients being absorbed because you've created a barrier. And secondly, you've got a milk itself getting putrid, causing mold in the system. That's what I was going to remind you. Go back to the water, I just remembered we drink water after a meal, immediately afterwards, you're flushing the food out the stomach. So by drinking first in line, afterwards you don't want to flush it out, your body will target the food in there, create the enzyme, digest it, and you dilute the enzymes, so it reduces their function, and then you flush out the stomach, further part of the stomach. Stomach is many regions, the stomach region, the duodenum, the ileum, the small intestine, the large intestine, all have different roles for digestion. Stomach is a site for enzymes and vitamin absorption, and there's protein breakdown, the fat absorption. Different parts of the stomach have different regions, so you want to keep it succinct. So don't cause a flushing system, so always drink first or half an hour after. And food-wise, I mentioned dairy. Now calcium. Here you say, oh, how about calcium? We need calcium in our bones. I'll hit you with another fact. 24% of all female deaths in the UK is from heart disease, from what? Excess calcium. Calcium plaquing, choking the arteries. 24%, quarter of all female deaths heart disease from choking, from excess calcium. Unfortunately, not one, we've got this choking agent and poor quality milk. Secondly, in order for the body to assimilate, to break down, to utilize calcium, you need vitamin D3 and vitamin K2 in the right proportion by kidney function. It's a cold, damp environment. We're never going to get that right proportion ever. So, calcium, alhamdulillah, is in dal, roti, sabji. Calcium everywhere, is in bread. We don't need a huge amount. If it's a hot country, yes, okay, there's argument there, but this country, not an issue. Plus, certain enzymes, going back to the babies, in the child starts teething, the teeth develop, to break down complex carbs and proteins and break food down in sizes, different types of teeth, break food down, not for suckling. So when that happens, the body's amazing, mashallah. The enzymes break milk down and diminish, and the enzymes for complex carbs and proteins start developing. If you give the child keep getting milk, those enzymes won't be utilized, won't be exercised. So yeah, you know, the occupation to be a kid's not eating, he's still getting milk, yeah? Last 5 years, still getting milk, how's he going to eat? You're giving milk, and the body's still used to process milk. It hasn't developed, hasn't progressed, hasn't further on to the complex carbs, so forth. Then all sorts kind of stomach elements. Okay, so that's calcium in the cardiovascular death. Okay. Second thing, cooking. Still a free topic. Cooking wise, oil. People use oil. The doctor says it's very good for us. Vegetable oil, sunflower oil, cooking oil, olive oil, even rapeseed oil. Very, very bad myth. From a childhood, we had good fats. Our parents, grandparents, throughout the world, good fats. We've been oozed away from it. Oil is very dry, very oxidated, very acidic, very damaging. Our body is alkaline by nature. If you cook with oil, it becomes oxidative, quite damaging. Oxidative is another word for that is aging. We put the body in antioxidant to reverse the aging process. So why blood in the body? Plus, they say our recommend butter, basic ghee, butter ghee, not vegetable ghee, or not better ghee. There's people out there selling better ghee now. People don't use butter and that. It's all con marketing thing. So go for pure butter. The one we use at our house is Kerrygold. Pure because it's grass-fed cow butter, so it's one of the better qualities, Kerrygold. Or use proper butter ghee, or coconut oil if you don't mind a slight sweet taste to it. Coconut oil is fantastic as well. All very stable and very excellent to cook with and provide good cholesterol. The reason I say good cholesterol is the reason the oil was butter was taken out of the diet because of the link with cholesterol and heart disease. Now, I'll spend a couple of minutes explaining this because this is very important to our patients, diabetic patients and heart disease patients, because of heart disease and blood pressure is a very common thing. 48% of the Burmese population has got some kind of cardiovascular issue regarding heart disease, blood pressure, angina and so forth. So that's like half the population of Burmese. Cholesterol, you have to understand, is vital for us. Without cholesterol, you can't make hormones. Hormones are body medicine system, protein blocks around the body. The most common hormone is insulin. Yes, insulin. We can't make insulin without cholesterol. Cholesterol is vital to benefit insulin. I see so many patients, diabetic patients, who are given simvastatin, which is a statin, a drug to reduce cholesterol. Unfortunately, there is a bad cholesterol, HDL, and this is good cholesterol, LDL, so other way around, HDL, LDL, high density lipoprotein, low density lipoprotein, which is made by the liver. Cholesterol is, the good cholesterol is very good for us, but unfortunately, these oil interventions will reduce the good cholesterol as well as the bad cholesterol. Okay, so it's important to have good fats. Cholesterol helps make hormones. Secondly, nerves. Our brain is 50% cholesterol. Half the brain is cholesterol. There's a nerve, there's a sheet of muscle around the nerve called a myelin sheath that protects the nerve. That's made from cholesterol. Where does cholesterol come from? Butter, there's ghee, coconut oil. Cook with butter, very stable. And other thing people tell me, you ever seen butter in andi, it's like solidifies, you're solid. I think, yeah, because this is basic science now. You don't need a doctor for this. Okay. Butter, not andi is like metal, steel, or whatever. Yeah. It's metal and it's cold. Of course, it's fat, it's going to solidify, it's obvious. And breaking news is our body is not metal, our body is not cold, we're warm blooded, we're not snakes, we're not birds, we're not reptiles, we are humans, we have a 36.4 degrees Celsius, we have a temperature in the body which has to be maintained, has to be alkaline. Stomach acid will deal with it, there's nothing left to solidify in the andi and that. That's a very bad science for that. I've had MBS doctors and colleagues tell me about this, cardiologists. I said it's basic science, man. So it's solid because it's cold, it's metal in the body, it's all broken down, nothing left. By the time it goes to the stomach, digestive system, into the liver, then into the heart, the circulation, nothing left. It's all broken down into gazillion pieces, nothing left to block. However, there's a little point of cholesterol. It does block arteries because the other point I talk about is salt. Salt, the real culprit of heart disease is salt and white sugar. When I say salt, I mean table salt, cooking salt, and white sugar. Basically, refined salts. These salts are bleached. by bleaching salts, they get abrasive, they get very sharp. When they go on small blood vessels, they get scratched. The internal membranes of the blood vessel get scratched because inflammation. Because inflammation. The inflammation, body has to react. In reaction to that, what happens? Body produces cholesterol after the inflammation as a reaction to heal. We call the internal plaster. The internal plaster, yes, it doesn't take up space. Yes, it will narrow arteries slightly, okay, while it protects the wound to heal the abrasion. So by taking simvastatin, you will reduce the blocking. Yes, certain cases, emergency cases, short-term uses does have its use. It's all about balance. But the long-term protocol is avoid the abrasion in the first place, avoid the reaction. So table salt, cooking salt, no. Use sea salt, rock salt, Chinese salt, or my personal favorite is Himalayan crystal salt. Pink salt is the 840 for minerals. It also helps with the kidney function as well. So get rid of table salt, get rid of cooking salt, use unrefined salts. Pink salt causes blood pressure. Yes, it causes blood pressure because of white salt, causes abrasion, cholesterol, blocked, so forth. And if you get blocked, blood is going in the same vessel and it will cause pressure in the heart. So using those salts dissolve completely. They're not refined, they're not bleached, they dissolve completely. And salt is important for us. We are 68% water. Water in the body is not dead, it's alive, it's alive. Because of the salt makes the thing called electrolyte, then it helps communication. But it's all about communication. You know, the water on the body, cells, tissues, organs, all surrounded by water. We have fluid, like 70, 60, almost 7% water. The body's water, 70% of the earth. But water, so we need to nourish it, keep it alive. Water is important. Drink water. The protocol of water is wake up in the morning, all night you've slept, you're dehydrated. Don't eat your thirst. Drink first in the morning, brush your teeth, drink first. Why do you have a large glass of water, warm water? Drinking cold water lines the cells at the kidneys. It won't be it's called intracellular hydration. It won't be too bioavailable. You will drink water in the morning, room temperature or above. Put a pink salt in there, or lemon, or cucumber, or cardamom seeds. Anything which makes the water a bit more bioavailable, a bit more electrolyte, a bit more acceptable by the cells. So you can drink less, more gets absorbed. So get used to it. Wake up in the morning, couple of glasses of water in the morning, couple of glasses before each meal. Sort it, you meet your quota. Don't drink all at one go. Pace company got 2 liters of water. Heavy water is, body has to cope with a litre of water. You can't carry a litre from down the road after shopping, it's heavy. Your body's going to hold that as well. So heavy, the right, it's all about timing. And 2 liters a day is a bit of a myth. You don't want to dilute the salts on the kidneys. You want to have water, but in marginally throughout the day. Now that's enough about water. I'll be on the water. About water. Okay. Okay. Other thing is about fruit. Okay. Quick thing about fruit. It takes a minute. Fruit should be consumed during the day, not in the evening. As is again, fruit during the day, not in the evening, and before meals. Why? Fruit is easy to break down. Breaks down quite quick. Fructose sugar is quite quick, easily. If you have, say, chicken or whatever, you have complex carbs, you have protein, slowly churning, breaking down, doing the job. But fruit afterwards, like eating fruit after meal, fruit breaks down quite quick, liquefies, flushes out the stomach. So you lose undigested food from the stomach going past forward because you're flushing the stomach again. So fruit is energizing, provides energy for digestion. Like when you fast, martial art purpose, I was fasting, you break your fast with dates, which is very high in magnesium, it helps you hydrate. Then you have fruit first, then you have filtration, it's very slow. Then the meal, but fruit will give you energy, revitalize, give you sugars. The digestion is a big process. It takes about 3 hours to get food digested. So that's why I hate snacking. When you eat your food, digest properly. Is that, for example, if you're making, I'm talking about snacking now, we're going to make, ladies, well, men should cook as well. We make a dish here, you marinate, you build it into certain food, certain time. If you add the wrong food at the wrong time, it will be raw. When cooked properly, certain things take longer to cook. Same with digestion. I'm eating my food, stomach digestion goes into the small intestine, goes to the liver breaking food down now, blood's gone to the liver now. Then suddenly I have a snack 2 hours later. What's the body going to do now? Or go reverse back again. You're reducing the blood from the liver, moving it along there. So snacking is, okay, you should eat every 3 hours, or if you're diabetic patient, need certain things. General rule is try to avoid snacking, have set meals, and try to create a pattern for the body. I'll move on now because I can speak hours on each topic. The third sunnah is, as I reported, the Moses which is asleep on the right hand side. This is very, very important. people with palpitations, heart racing, restless sleep, nightmares, night sweats, all these kind of sleep issues. And some of them can be easily alleviated by sleeping on the right hand side. The reason for that is, I'll work my way down. You sleep on the right hand side, heart is in the middle. People think the left, that's in the middle, but the left part of the heart is bigger than the right part of the heart, so it looks like it's on the left, it's actually in the center. The lungs, the right lobe is two lobes. Sorry, other way around. Left lung has got two lobes, two pieces, and the right lung has got three pieces. If I sleep on the left hand side, there's a weight of three lobes of lung on the heart, on the weaker part of the heart, which is the right hand side lung pumps the lungs. If I sleep on the left, only two lobes of lung pressure on the heart, on the strong part of the heart, which pumps the rest of the body. So, mashallah, sleep on the right hand side, you reduce the palpitations, the anxiety, and all the basically those kind of symptoms. Further down, you've got the stomach. The stomach is where? On the left hand side. You sleep on the right hand side, the stomach automatically empties out. So you won't get undigested food, bitter taste, sour breath, heartburn, indigestion, bloating throughout the night. So by sleeping in the first part of the night, I say first part of the night, you will move about, that's fine, as long as you start on the right hand side, let the body settle down to basic metabolic rate, then it's fine then. So first part, sleeping on the right hand side, the stomach empties out. Further down, you've got the liver. The liver is the largest organ in the body, not of the body, in the body, which is on the right hand side. And at night, the blood pools into the liver. If I sleep on the left, body is actively engaged and push the blood, active energy to push the blood into the liver, which is active process. You want to sleep, you want to relax, you want to slow down. If I sleep on the right hand side, gravity gently brings the blood into the liver, and you can just easy for to sleep. And when the liver gets a bit hot, can cause heat to rise, nightmares, night sweats. It's also, this is quite that come like internal radiator. So you want to have a less active process as sleep. Sorry, one more thing about sleeping on the right hand side. There's a system called the lymphatic system around the body. There's a tube that cleans the gut to the blood. It's very much like an internal waste disposal system. And the biggest valve, the drainage of the lymph system, is where? In the top left of the body. In fact, there's 75% of all lymph drainage is in the top left of the body. But sleeping on the right hand side, you have detox, you have body anti-age and flush the toxins out. Okay, I'm going to move on swiftly. That's the sleeping right hand side. Restless night. Okay. Well, of course, spinal pressure. Or sleeping on the back and the front. And the sleep in the front is very, very bad. I think that's the sleep of hellfire in the front, so you should sleep in the front anyway. Sleep in the front, put organ pressure, all your major organs, put pressure on them, they won't be able to relax. Sleep on the side, obviously, right is beneficial, like I explained. And your back, your spine's in back. Most of the hormone organs, the adrenal system, pituitary, the organs, also the thing called chakra points. These are all like hormones and internal energy system. They're all central located. By sleeping in front or your back, you put, especially in your back, put pressure on the organs, so kind of disrupt the hormone system in the body as well. And make sure melatonin, which is a sleep hormone the body makes, the pineal gland, I mentioned before, is activated to reduce. So to activate it, you have to reduce time in the phone. The blue light, phone light, TV light, goes in the eyes, affects the pineal gland, reduces the melatonin production. So you can't get deep sleep if you use the phone before bed. So I'll say at least an hour before bed, no phone light. Okay, that's the third point. So water, food, sleep. Okay, the fourth point is it's amazing, mashallah, simple but amazing. A simple tip here to reverse aging, alhamdulillah. Reverse aging, something we all do every single day to reverse aging. Okay, anti-aging. Age can be measured by your flexibility, which is the core of your spine. Having a flexible spine, spine is centrally based. Hormone organs are there to control your insulin, production, adrenal system, sexual hormones, pituitary, all the hormones central located, and these are message systems are key to the body. So how do you increase flexibility? Is mashallah, fajr salah. By breaking the sleep cycle, if you stay in one position for long, you get stiff and sore. Imagine sleeping all night, 7 or 8 hours without moving, without getting up, without waking up, creating a nice, beautiful massage, spinal pressure, relieving the pressure, walking back up, gently walking down, increasing elasticity, reducing the stiffness, rigor mortis, reducing that stiffness process. Go back to have a nice, beautiful sleep as well. Plus another point which alhamdulillah, we do a lot of research in human physiology and the sunnahs. I discovered one point recently, which I've never shared before, so I'll share today, is alhamdulillah, after the salah we do a subhanallah, subhanallah, alhamdulillah. We do how many times? 33. How many times do you do alhamdulillah? 33 times, Allah 34. And we have digits in there, okay, there's acupressure points which pertain to different organs of the body. By pressing these, you're creating that thing. But the reason I'm mentioning in this context is, in the spine, we have 33 vertebrae, alhamdulillah, Allah, 33 vertebrae in the spine. We say subhanallah 33 times, alhamdulillah 33 times. We press the digits here which pertain to acupressure points of the different spine nerves. So the simple sunnahs and these forests have a huge benefit. We don't need to know all too much of the benefits, but having the iman and sunnah is Salah, sunnah is not for anyone's benefit, our own benefit. Allah SWT doesn't need us to do it, it's for our own benefit. We don't fully understand it. People, literate Bedouin, they do salah properly, they've got health benefits, mashallah, they got spiritual benefits. That brings me on to my final point. The final point is, I'm talking about emotional balance, which I call alhamdulillah attitude, letting go. Allah SWT decrees the leaf to move. So people who are stressed and anxious, they worry too much. Most worries, something's out of your control. Why spend time worrying about it? Some people hold grudges and so forth. Emotion is very, very powerful for health. In fact, there is a branch of medicine which just deals with all health issues through emotion imbalances. Indeed, I'm a believer of that. Each emotion has a connotation of different organs. The liver houses what? Anger and resentment. People who are angry and resentful, they normally have hot livers, heated liver. Heart is a site for enviness. If envy, you call it disharmony. Disharmony is a disease. And if you're angry about something, if that person, you might be justful, alhamdulillah, you might of course be angry, but then think for yourself, be selfish. I'm going to get angry over that person, I'm going to wreck my liver, disturb my sleep, disturb my digestion, get ill over what he's done, so he's going to get a double win. No, I'm going to forgive and let go. I don't need that negative energy blocking my meridians, causing the heat in the liver. And enviness is, alhamdulillah, all end up in the grave, guaranteed, nothing in dunya will come with us. So give, Allah's blessed with health, Allah's blessed with wealth, children, parents, be grateful for what you have, and we got all our gifts, give, share, and that will balance us, will help you get rid of the negative emotions, these trapped emotions, which blocks them. I'm talking about emotions, another thing, lungs. Lungs here is a site of what? Grief and separation anxiety. Grief and separation is, sits in the lungs, the asthma, wheezing, also the ailments, shortness of breath, anxiety, all that trapped energy there, okay? And alhamdulillah, grief is a process, you have to, it's a process, alhamdulillah, but for having iman and so forth, you let go. Okay, it might take about average 3 months because you've been in a depressed period, an acceptance period, an anger period, but afterwards, alhamdulillah, it's the best of healers, it'll pass, but you have to release emotions. It's not easily done, but it's a mindset, and simple but easy. Simply, wake up in the morning, positive affirmations, write down 5-10 things every morning which you're grateful for, to start with positive life, positive energy. Now wake up, got this, rush, negative, the whole day is gone, you've got negative the whole day, wake up in the morning, positive affirmations, so, okay. Positive energy in the morning, positive affirmations, positive points, do salah, do zikr, do some zikr, open eyes, then have a beautiful day, forgiving day, acceptance day. I mean, you cannot say it does have a road rage, but if you have good attitude, say, alhamdulillah, smile it off. Okay, I'm guilty of that myself, but alhamdulillah. And nothing is important is a little trick now regarding some self-help now to deal with anxiety and so forth. We've got 3 brains. Yes, 3 brains. People think, oh, this is the main brain, the neurophysiology over there. No. At the fetal development, what happens first when a child will develop from the cells and the fetus? The first nerve system is in the gut. The gut nerve system develops into the heart nerves. In fact, heart sends more signals to the brain than the brain does to the heart. Who's in control? Heart to the brain. Heart sends more signals than the brain. And that brings to this another thing that I read, so I can't quote it now, but it's the closest part to enter the soul is near the heart. And alhamdulillah, heart sends so by knowing the heart sends more signals to the brain, One step further, maybe the soul is in control, alhamdulillah, which is, as we know, mashallah. But physically speaking, research-wise, heart is at the moment is the most, sends more nerve signals. So if the gut nerve, enteric nerve system, you have the heart nerves and the brain here, and all three nerves are capable of holding emotion. Some people get nervous and they will control a bit more, or some people get anxiety, palpitations, so forth, or some people mind can't switch off, or whatever. So one quick tip I want to talk about is I want to mention before, the nerves have a portable myelin sheath that protects the metal cholesterol. How do you nourish that? Introduce cholesterol to the belly button. Yes, bit of coconut oil, organic cold-pressed coconut oil, massage in the belly button in a clockwise direction. Okay, that will feed the nerves in the gut. Have so many gut ailments, IBS, IBD, nerves gut situation. You need to know your gut information is important. So coconut oil, they the belly button, rub it clockwise direction and nourish the nerves there. Okay, you'll find massive help with all nerves conditions. It's about doing a simple thing. A couple times a week, whenever you remember, you put a bit of coconut oil in there, the vitamin in there, it's moisturizer, it's a good thing to do anyway. Okay, so cover that, alhamdulillah. Okay, so liver, so cover the 5 points. Water, drink water before meals, not with the meal, and half an hour afterwards. Avoid fluoride water as much as you can. Buy filtered water or buy filter, okay, ideally. Or budget issue, just get a distiller, which is something which is heats water throughout the night, condenses it, and puts it back in, so you get pure water. It is pure, but it's not alive. So you bring it back to life, vortex in, stir in it, pink salt in there, magnetize it, whatever, just bring it back to life, make it a bit more acceptable, a bit more bioavailable. Or even a crystal salt, or mentioned lemon or cod, whatever, to make the water a bit more usable by the body. Third point to mention was sleeping right hand side, because of the lymph system, the heart, the lobes of pressure on the heart, the stomach empty now, liver heat, blood pool into liver helps quite to achieve your basic metabolic rate, your deep sleep. Okay, then the anti-aging one, Fajr, back flexibility. So hopefully I encourage you all to do, inshallah, make a little bit of sacrifice sometimes. I'm guilty of it, we all don't, alhamdulillah, do what we can, but maybe this one might be the little point that makes you get up in the morning. And alhamdulillah, the CPR office has been fantastic, especially when you do the acupressure points, the spinal and so forth, that will really enhance the spine thing.